What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. After the last couple of videos that I've released over the last couple of days, which have all been fairly hefty and long, I figured I'd give you guys all a break and bring out a short one today, but nonetheless very important, at least for me, in terms of bringing some plans to you as viewers of the channel. I think as a content creator, it's in my best interest to kind of like give you a little bit of an insight as to what to expect from the channel in the next coming weeks to months. With at least the hope of, if there's a game that you're looking forward to being covered on the channel, sort of confirming that whether that is the case or not. Now, that being said, we are in the best of positions that any gamer can ever be in, and that is that we are in a week right now where we're not just getting one or two, but three really good games, at least from my perspective, which I will be covering on my channels. And so I wanted to just share some plans, as I said, with you. So first and foremost, of course, we have the First Descendant, which is dropping on the 5th of this, and it's not the actual game itself, but it is season 2, which is just jam-packed with content. So we've got a whole bunch of new things to do, and consequently there'll be a whole bunch of guides and sort of things that we can bring to the channel and that hopefully you guys will also enjoy. Secondly, on the same day, we also have Delta Force that's going into early access. I'm quite a fan of shooters. You'll notice that there's a bunch of Call of Duty content on this channel as well, so this is a game that I'm also looking to cover. But in actual fact, I will be covering this on my additional channel, my extra games channel. Now, first and foremost, my plan has always been that this channel that you're watching this video on right now is my main, and it is pretty much for looter shooters and ARPGs and stuff like that. And that's why you'll find Diablo content on here, COD content on here, and basically looter shooters. Back in the day it was Outriders, of course Destiny's on here as well, and then of course most recently the First Descendant. And this is a trend that I'm going to keep doing. So all your season 2, the First Descendant content will be here as usual. If you're looking for Delta Force related stuff, this is going to be actually over here on my TFM gaming channel. So if that's something that you're interested into, by the way, the links to everything that I'm going to be talking about in this video is going to be in the first comment of this video. So you don't have to worry about taking fucking notes or anything like that. The shit's going to be right there for you to click on. But this is my secondary gaming channel, which is a little bit less fluff. I tend to bring other kinds of things to the main channel. So this is more just straightforward guides and stuff. In the past, I've covered things like Cyberpunk, Helldivers, Lords of the Fallen, just tons of other games. So that's available to you. And all of my Delta Force related content is going to go right there. And that, of course, leaves us with the fucking 5,000 pound gorilla in the room. And that is, of course, that the very next day, on the 6th of December, we have Path of Exile 2 also going into early access. Now, this is also a game that I'm going to be playing. But with Path of Exile 2, I'm going to approach it in a very different way for two reasons. One, I am 150% a Path of Exile novice. I have logged very few hours in the original game, being one of those people that was originally turned off by what I saw was an insane amount of complexity, and finding that I didn't want to spend the time to learn the systems and all of that stuff. The barrier of entry just seemed excessively high for me at that time. And a lot of my concerns that I had with the original game have very much been absolutely fucking killed by what I've seen for Path of Exile 2. So I'm super excited to dive into the game, but I'll approach it from the perspective of being a complete and utter newbie, because that is actually what I'm going to be. So guide content and stuff like that for it will be very slow at the beginning as I'm learning the systems and as I'm finding my feet in the game itself. But then eventually that will also pick up. Perhaps an avenue that I will approach is exactly that, as to maybe offering advice for similar players to me that are just starting out and learning all these things from scratch, so we can all sort of learn together. And that will also just be on this main channel. So Delta Force on the secondary channel, the First Descendant, and Path of Exile 2 on this channel. Yeah. Other than that, if there are any other games that you guys are looking in the near future that you'd like me to take a look at, chances are I probably am. I'm just not making content for it. But if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and hit me up on the comments. Like, I'm always open to suggestions. I'm always open to trying out new things. One last thing I want to mention. Actually, I keep doing that. It's always one last thing.
Enough talk.
two things. First of all, there's also a Discord community. There is the Full Measure, the Assembly Discord community as well. The link to that is also below. If that's something that you're looking into joining, there are tons of different games being played by the people on this channel, on this Discord group. And so there's areas there where you can group up with people if you have questions about the First Descendant or other games. If you just want to hang out, talk shit, you want to post pictures of your dog, whatever, go right ahead. Feel free to use that invite code to join as well. We're always looking for new people to join, find like-minded gamers to hang out with. We'd love to have you. Last but not least, you guys would have definitely guessed, but I also do stream. Now, traditionally, I used to stream on YouTube, but at the beginning of this year, I actually moved and I've been streaming on Kick ever since then. Now, I'm looking to make some changes to this, but for at least for the foreseeable future, the home for the streams will be on Kick. Again, those links will be right down there, but it's basically boom, boom, right over here. I have a day job which keeps me quite busy, so I do this part-time, so my streams are also obviously that. Although I do have dedicated evenings every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that happens to be at Central European time, and it's about from 8 o'clock usually till about 12ish or something like that, or until I eventually pass out of exhaustion. So if that's something that you're looking forward to do, the streams are very much like multi-game focused, so it tends to be whatever's the flavor of the week. Although obviously because of the channel's sort of like love for the First Descendant, that has been a game that's featured a lot. So will Delta Force be, Path of Exile 2 for sure. And of course, there's just a whole bunch of other people hanging out there. I oftentimes play with viewers as well when I can, and we do party games and stuff like that. But mostly it's just a cool place to hang out and kind of like watch me drink beers, I guess. So if that seems like something that you might want to, check out, please feel free to, do so. But this was just a short little video. I just wanted to cover what's coming in the future and everything like that. Of course, as more things happen when we go into the new year, I'll do an update. But I figured now's as good as time, and I need to set sort of like the tempo for what we can expect for the next couple of like weeks or something like that. And so love to see you wherever I run into, whether it's on the videos, the stream, or anything like that. But I want to say thank you very much for all the support that recently on the First Descendant content, but also on the streams and everything like that. It's much appreciated. This is not my goodbye for the year. I'll definitely do another one of these as we end off 2024, because it's been a really, really strong year for me, and I cannot say thank you enough. But other than that, as usual, fucking cheers.